Bonjour tout le monde, I'm Diane, the American woman behind this channel where we talk about everyday French life and beyond. And I'm coming to you right now from Charente. We are on the Charente River about to get on our Nichols cruise boat for the week. It's a self-piloted trip. This is our third one, and we're just gonna get set up, get our things unloaded, do a little lesson on how to go through the locks, and let's see what happens. Okay, so this is our boat here. We're here at the Nichols base in Charente. Here's what it looks like. It comfortably fits a group of 6 people. There are 3 bedrooms. And let me show you what it looks like inside. So we have a nice little table out here. The weather's going to be beautiful. Sliding glass door. And I'll show you what's up here real quick. We'll start here. So it's really easy to get around the side of the boat. We'll be opening and closing a bunch of locks. And there's a little captain's area up here. If you want to drive your boat from up top. Okay, but let me take you inside. So we have a pretty good sized refrigerator and freezer. This is the main living space. And the kitchen has an oven, a stove cooktop, everything you need, little coffee pot, corkscrew of course. And this is where you drive the boat from. The captain will be seated here. And there's a lot of nice space out front to hop out, catch some sun, navigate from the front. Now down under here, we head down 2 steps and there are 3 bedrooms, the first of which is right here. And you have to watch your head if you're sleeping under here. Probably best for the shortest people in your group. And a really good thing is that the windows actually have screens, unlike my house. Second bedroom is more or less the same size, just nothing overhead, so it's a little easier to maneuver. And there's some nice storage. Then we have a nice full-size shower and toilet and sink, and there's a mirror on the wall. I'll just show you inside the shower. There we go. Nice detachable shower head. And then the third bedroom, which is the largest, is right here. With storage again on the side. And there's also a bathroom here. No shower in this one, so we'll all be using the same shower, but there's a toilet and a sink. Yeah, and it's a really nice setup, really comfortable. And above us, we have a nice porthole, nice skylight that we can take a look at. Yep, so that's a quick look at the boat. Okay, one quick thing. I want to point out that when you rent from a company like Nichols, no matter where in France, they're all self-piloted boats. You do not need boating experience. You don't need a boating permit. And you might be saying, well, yeah, you might not need those things, but I would never rent a boat like that in France. It sounds so intimidating. I could never do it. You can, actually. And I've written a ton of blog content that I've linked down below that kind of has my thoughts on if a beginner can handle a boat and some tips and just what to expect. So you'll see a little bit in this video. I'm going to take you through some locks, which are all manual in the Charente, which is different from the other cruises we did. But yeah, let me show you what it's like. And yeah, we're gonna get on the water. All right, let's go. Okay, so you get a guide that looks like this, and it shows you the river, it shows you where each lock is, and then it shows you what different types of commerce are available. If you have a market, if you have a power plug-in, if there's a restaurant, and it's really good because it just lets you know what ground you've covered and what's coming up ahead. Even obstacles like sandbars, buoys that you need to be aware of all along the canal. So really handy and helpful to have this. But yeah, it's a really relaxed type of vacation, especially if you have, a multi-generational family, some kids, some parents, and you just want to have a great relaxed time at your own pace on a boat by yourselves. There are bumpers all over the side of the boat, so it's very slow. There's no issue of seasickness. There's no waves. When you sleep, you don't even feel the boat moving. And it's a lot of fun. Okay, it's just before 8 a.m. and I'm walking with my dog and my father-in-law to the bakery to pick up a cake of some sort for my husband. It's his birthday today. So yeah, we're out nice and early, getting a little exercise, and I'll show you what it looks like along the way and catch up with you when we get to the bakery. Okay, we did good. And do you notice the twist on the bag there? Look at that. They do it everywhere. Alright, so I am here at the wheel. I've been the captain for the past hour, and we're going through a lock, but right now there is a boat in it, so we are docked up here right next to me. My family's in front of us. I'll show you that in a sec, and then I think I'll show you how we go through a lock. Okay, so we are approaching a lock, and you have to tie up your boat in this particular river. So then you can go open the lock, because they are all manual locks. So there's no remote control or traffic signal or lock keeper like there are in other areas of France. So each lock needs to be opened as you're going in, closed behind you, and then the other side needs to be opened and then closed behind you. And the first thing you want to do is you open this little wheel first. You let all the water rush in or out. Then when there's no more agitation of the water, you know you are ready to then open the big doors so you can bring the boat in. And to do that, you have to turn this big wheel. And it's actually a pretty physical movement. After a few of them, you will be feeling it in your arms and the next day. So there's our boat. So once we're done opening this, you really need 2 people to do the manual work on the lock. Then we'll pull our boat in here. We close the gate behind us, the one that is currently being opened now, and then we go and do the same maneuver on the other side. So part of the fun is docking. You know, after you've done a few locks, a few hours of cruising on the canal or the river, you dock your boat, and ours is behind us a little bit, and then you can walk around and check out a town, a village, wherever you are. If you need to stop and get some things to eat, or you can go to a restaurant, walk your dog. That's what we're doing. She's around here somewhere. She's going to a barbecue at a person's house here with the gate open. So yeah, we're gonna get back on the river now that we've done our walk. Now it's about midday, super bright, gorgeous weather. It's all very calm and relaxing. This is the max speed that we're cruising at here, and you can just see the scenery around me. So let me show you what it looks like as we head into Cognac. We're kicking off our morning with a tour here at Hennessy Cognac, here in Cognac, right on the Charente. It's right across the street, basically, from where we parked our boat. So yeah, we're gonna see how Cognac's made, learn a little bit about Hennessy, and then I think they even take us on the river on a little bit of a boat tour as well. So let me show you what I can show you here on the tour and tell you a little bit about Cognac.
Au fleuve de la Charente, puisqu'historiquement c'est une route de commerce. Dans un premier temps, c'était la route du sel.
Cette découverte a changé ma vie.
Alors qu'il y en a d'autres qu'on va choisir de mettre dans des barriques un peu plus anciennes, s'il n'y aura pas le même échange avec le bois. Tout ça s'effectue sous le
Okay, funny story time. So this is about our visit at Cognac Hennessy a few stops back the other day, and just a funny story about misunderstandings, especially while wearing a mask.
So my family and I were waiting outside about 15 minutes before the time of our tour, and I wanted to just head inside and see if I was supposed to show my phone with the electronic ticket inside or if the tour would start outside, just to get some information. So I went into the front desk, and because of COVID, everyone's wearing a mask, and there's a glass barrier, like worse than what you'd find at a bank. Like it went up way above my head between me and the employee. And I said, bonjour, showed them my ticket, asked my question, and then I said, am I allowed to film during the tour? And she said, oh, absolutely not. Remember, this is all in French. And she's like, absolutely not. And I said, really? I said, I really find that a shame. I was here as a teenager and I was able to use my, device. And I went like this. I use a DJI Osmo Pocket. And you'll see why that's an important detail in a second. And she said, no, you can't film. And I said, that's really a shame. The tour's 20 euros a person. And, it's just a beautiful setting. Your facility is gorgeous. It's really a shame. And she said, no, you can't do that anywhere in the facility. And I said, wow, okay, well, I'm going to go get my family so we could scan our tickets, thank you. And so I go back out and my mother-in-law and father-in-law are down the steps a ways. And I said, hey guys, it's really a shame. We do have to start inside. So follow me, but I'm not allowed to film. Now, in French, the word for film is filmer, filmer. And the word for smoking is fumer, fumer. So we have filmer and fumer. Okay, so I said to my mother-in-law, who's a ways away, I said, hey, we don't, on n'a pas le droit de filmer. And she said, oh, but who cares? Like, we don't need to do that. And I said, are you serious? I've been filming a video all week. And she's like, no, but, none of us fume, none of us smoke, blah, blah, blah. And I said, what? And she's like, well, none of us smoke, so it's not a problem. And I said, smoke? I said, no. I said, filmer. She said, oh, I didn't hear you. Oh, that sucks that you can't film. And I said, yeah, it really sucks. And then the dials were turning in my head, and I said, oh man, maybe the woman in Hennessy misunderstood me as well and thought I said, fumer, not filmer. So I ran back in and I said, excuse me, just to clarify, I just want to make sure that we're on the same page here. Just before, when I asked you, I asked if I could film, and I held up my Osmo Pocket, not fumer. And she said, oh my God, I thought that was an electronic cigarette. And I said, no, it's my little camera. And she said, oh, of course you can film. You could take as many videos as you want. So, you're seeing clips from the tour. But we had a good laugh over that because when I started speaking, there was this barrier, and then there's the mask, and then I speak with an accent. Of course, although I can differentiate between the two verbs, if you're seeing a device that you think's an electronic cigarette and, you're listening from a barrier with a mask to a person with an accent, you just put two and two together, right? So we had a really good laugh about that. But as you can see from the next couple of clips, or maybe I'll put them before this story, I don't know yet, you'll see that I was able to film.
So this is full speed, and as you can see, the canal or the river here is very, very calm, glass-like. You see the reflection. There are no waves, nothing to fear, not much activity. We pass maybe 3 or 4 boats a day. Something that's cool is that all along the canal or river, there's a path like this that follows the length of the waterway. So if you're an active type of person, you want to do any walking or running, you can do that. Here in town in Saintes, this walkway is paved and really nice, and there's a bit of a park behind me. But in smaller towns, there might just be kind of a dusty path, but it's there. And if you have a dog with you like we do, there she is. The boat moves so slowly that what you can do is just one person in your party hops off with the dog, you continue walking, and the rest of the people can stay on the boat, and then you catch up with the boat later. So you just kind of follow the boat along the path, and it's parallel to you in the water, but it's a great way to get some exercise, switch off being the captain. The best part about this type of trip is the freedom. It's your own private boat that you captain yourself, and you could stop whenever and wherever you please and for however long you'd like. So you can stop for lunch, you can stop at a restaurant for dinner, you can stop only in designated ports, or you can moor the boat in nature along the forest on the side of the river or canal. It's totally up to you. No. No! Good morning. It is just around 8 a.m. We're out on our morning walk. We're here in Saintes. And we're going to pick up a few things at the marché just across this bridge. Here's what it looks like to the right.
Ce qui est bien, c'est que ça prend énormément de temps.
Okay, so we just got back from the marché and we got a bunch of things, but these are the highlights. So we got, let's see what's in bag number one. Croissants and some pain au chocolat. There they are. Then we got 2 baguettes to last us through the day because not sure when we'll come across another bakery. So let me try to focus up there. Yeah, so there's our baguette. And then the bread obsessive, whoop, always right there. And then I also got some strawberries. It's the end of the season, so I don't believe these were grown super locally, but
All right, everyone, we're back here at the Nichols base here in Siroi. We got here last night and it's time to give the boat back. So that's what we're doing this morning. We had a great 1-week trip. And for anyone who's watching who might be considering this type of, self-piloted, no permit required boat trip on the Charente or one of France's canals or other rivers, feel free to email me via the contact page on my blog linked below, and I will try to help you out to the best of my ability. If you're just on the fence, if you're not sure if you can handle this type of boat, I'll let you know my thoughts, particular to your situation. So feel free to reach out. Also, I've linked all of my relevant blog content that I've written on our 2 previous canal cruises down below in the description if that's of interest. And as always, I hope you enjoyed this video, and be sure to hit like and subscribe, and you can join me up here on Instagram and see some more of the photos from my trip. And I'll see you back here on We in France soon. Thank you so much, everyone. Salut!